Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Donnie Sinbad the Sailor Man with poetry, rights, and other stuff from Sinbad the Sailor Man. Coming at you tonight with number 86 of the Traffic Authority Video Challenge. 100 videos in 100 days. I don't have much for you. I'm busy packing things up and moving things around and getting ready to go out west and get out of this cold, snowy stuff that's about to hit us here in Indiana. I may have a week or so left before it starts to come, but I don't want to take any chances. So I'm going to head out west for a while, maybe live under a bridge or something, I don't know. Probably stay with my sister. Well, they say the two most important days in your life are the day that you are born and the day you find out why. That was by Mark Twain. Okay? You got to have a definite purpose in your life. You need some definition of what you're here for when you're deciding on your future. When I was growing up, I never could nail down my future. I did want to try different things and do things, and I did that, and they didn't work out to be in my vision or my plan. They just kept me moving from it. And today I've kind of nailed down what my plan is, which is to get stable and build my family relationships back, and create a book that I'm been working on. It's called Poet, A Story of Biblical Proportions, and turn that into a movie. And I want to do all this while I'm building relationships with my children and grandchildren. Because of a divorce, I've been displaced both emotionally and physically from the workforce because I'm on disability with a broken back and some other problems. So you got to set your priorities the night before. Each night you go to bed, you want to start putting positive things in your life and start eliminating the negative. I think there's a song out there by Bing Crosby or Frank Sinatra. You got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. You got to get some gas for your business, and that's your why. You always hear me talking about getting your why straightened out, your life vision, and knowing who you are and what you're about. Okay? You got to define your core values, what you're made up of. Are you an honest person? Do you have integrity? Do you like harmony, or do you prefer drama? There's people out there got to have drama in their life. They don't feel needed if there's nothing horrible going on. Are you into lifelong learning, or just zoning out and having a good time, drinking and smoking and dancing your life away? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of party and celebrating, but don't make a lifetime habit of it. You got work here to do. That's how you're going to build your legacy. Or do you even want to do that? I mean, are you all about you, or have you got something else in mind? Okay? The road to success is always under construction. That's from comedian Lily Tomlin. The road to success is always under construction. Alright? So when we're deciding our future, do we go ahead and do we flip a coin, or do we sit down and make a plan? Well, 99% of us go around flipping coins and que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Alright? Don't go ahead and flip that coin of destinies. Heads you win, tails you lose. The devil's always gonna mess you up. He's gonna challenge you on everything. And if you're not a believer in the devil, then karma, or whatever you want to call it, what goes around comes around. You decided to stand with somebody and now you're talking about separating. That's what this is all about here. The devil only wins because you let him. Yep. So you gotta keep it simple, but you gotta keep on focusing. You know, you get on over to a place where you can learn about marketing, about life skills, about becoming a better you, and listen to some mentors out there. Get some place where you can get some clarity, and do a little listening to some teachers and some preachers, and do some show and tell. Replace the negative with the positive so you can gain control. And 95% of the stuff out there we don't know shit about. We think we know, but we don't. Money is not everything, but some people think it's the only thing. Okay? Money is like oxygen in this world. You gotta have it to breathe and relax and stretch out. Don't focus on it, don't worship it, but you gotta get it and you gotta use it. It's a tool. All things are possible. All things, when you become positive and when you gain light and when you get near to God or Source or the universe or whatever you want to call it. There's duality in this world. There's negativity and there is positivity. And there's a razor's edge in between them. You can't sit there, because you stay there too long, it'll cut you in half. The good book says you can't serve two masters. You're going to have to pick one side or the other. Got to become aware of the things going on around you. You got to stop your limiting beliefs. You got to start believing in the positive and calling things into this universe that aren't here yet. There's a lot of people who used to be talk to some POWs and listen to some online. Never thought they was going to get out of that cell, but they did. You imagine being in a torture cell for months on end, thinking that your country left you behind, and some of them they did. And they stayed there for years and finally got out. That's kind of a negative existence, and somehow they turn it around. Is that faith? Is that God? Is that just making a decision? I don't know. You have to decide that with yourself. For yourself. You gotta your thoughts together and proceed with everything. I like to say, get right with God and He will get right with you. You want to get happiness for yourself first. Like they say in the aircraft there, when it's going down, you need the oxygen mask for yourself. You got to fix you before you can fix anything else. You got to get some happiness and some joy in your life, and you want to surround yourself with joyful, the happy, and those with positive thinking. All right. Invest in your brain. Get a coach. Get a mentor. Get involved with a mastermind group. Lose your ego. It's nothing but poison for you. You got to take it in little bouts, your ego. You got to learn to control it. Meditate on positive words, positivity. You got to quiet your mind and become less busy with life. In this busy life that we have, you got to slow down and take it easy, meditate. Because all the answers are within you. Okay, so when you get on a positive roll, you got to stay positive at all cost. Don't be a goat on a rope or a sheep that's being chased around by wolves. Don't follow the herd. Sometimes you got to veer off and be alone and figure things out for yourself. Gotta improve your brain's mindsets. You gotta be grateful and thankful for the stuff that you already got. You have to be curious. Just like a little child. And there's a passage in the Bible where the Lord's talking about, let the children come, let them be as a child. For that's how you're going to enter heaven, is by being childlike. Children have faith, and they have belief, and they have things that you lose as you grow older. Alright, so be thankful that you have the ability to work, to serve, and to give. You must take massive action on all things positive, and love to the fullest. Do your utmost when it comes to loving your children and your wife and your husband or your significant other, your family, your friends, your neighborhood, those around you, your pets. Love everything. Love is the strongest thing. When you start loving to the fullest, your dreams will come to you. They'll start chasing you. You're going to have to learn to ID the stoppers. Alright? Those are going to be the negative people, the naysayers. Is going to be yourself and the way you talk to yourself. You got to be careful what you're saying in your own brain. Because it's listening. It's always recording. Don't remain an airhead. Okay? Some people out there are really silly nowadays. I don't know if they're putting something in the air or in the water or food or what, but half our college kids don't even know what's going on. They really got some winners on some of them videos. I think that's fake, but I don't think so. I've been around quite a few of you young people today, and I thought I was a dumb kid. Okay? But aim high, take off the shackles and the leggings. They are unlocked. Don't leave them sit there. They're unlocked, you just got to remove them. Okay? Ask for others' permissions to be totally honest with them when you're talking. You know, you're in a tight little group. Let me be honest with you, you know. Tough love, given gently. You be firm and be honest. And don't be mean or cruel with the honesty. Just give it to them as easy as you can. Alright. There we go. That's about all I got for you because I didn't have anything planned. You're going to have to churn the milk fat to get the butter. Churn the milk. Okay? I don't know who said that. I wrote that down. Be focused, consistent, and urgent, and relentless. Alright? Especially when you're talking to your prospects. You don't have time to be wasting with them. You got other people you're going to have to reach out to. You're going to ask, do you want to be free, or do you want to be in prison all your life? Do you want time freedom? Do you want money freedom? Don't drag your past along with you. Don't bring it forward. Breathe life into your recruits. Add value today. Of all days, add value to them. A lot of people are very easily discouraged. Get them some good books and tell them to start reading these books and showing up to positive webinars and have them listen to positive stuff the whole time. And let them know you got the tools, you got the events, you got the education, you got the, when your mouth moves it points to a tool. You got to use some inflection and tonality in your voice and be as excited and positive as you can when you're speaking to people on videos like this. Sometimes I appear depressed and down, and I have different things that put me in this state. Okay, medical things, take medicine and all kinds of stuff for my back, and they pull you down. Get that momentum going. It's the fast track. Begin with urgency, stop selling, and start solving problems for other people. Alright? Point their pain out, but make sure that they know that you got the solution. Just don't slap them with their pain in their face and give them no out. You got to transform yourself first. You got to cut that learning curve in half and find a mentor or a mastermind group. That's the only way you're going to get going with things. Alright? And leave the past in the past. Well, the best thing you gain out of any of these marketing companies or these programs is the new you become. Once you stretch your brain out, you can't go back to the original size or the old way of thinking. You got to keep your quitters from quitting. You got to get them stepped into a new dimension. You got to stretch their brain so they can't go backwards. Okay, you got to raise them up to a new level. Just like the Panama Canal, you get a ship in there, you're going to have to lock them in and raise the water and shove them on down the line. Lock them up, raise the water, and shove them on down the line. Till you get them where they're going. Till they get to where they know they can float and be safe. Alright? Rising tide raises all ship, and lowering tide makes them all fall. Alrighty, this has been Donnie. It's Sinbad the Sailor Man with poetry rights and other stuff coming from Traffic Authority's video challenge today. And number 86. Got what we got? 14 more to go. 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah, 100 days. That's almost a third of a year there. Almost. Getting along. Doing song. Being challenged. Growing. Stretching. Becoming a new person. Wouldn't be doing this 100 days ago if I wasn't challenged. If I didn't watch a video and get some positivity going. If I didn't believe this would help me. If not me, help my business. And help my teammates below me, those coming up after me. You got to be the leader, or you got to be a good follower. They're both needed and they're both required. You got to have a leader, and you got to be a good follower. All right? All right, you have an awesome evening and better tomorrow. God bless, and know that you were created with a purpose, and you are loved. You are greatly loved by the being that created you. So much so that he sent his only begotten Son to die on a cross for you. Alright, I had to get that in there. You know me. I'm batshit crazy. Jesus freak, but I do it out of love. Go on. Go to bed. Have a good time. Nighty night.